Yeah, it's great. Gosh, everybody's rooting for him, it was just so heartbreaking the last 2 years. But he's handled it so well and worked himself back into great shape, and it's looked basically like he looked tonight all summer and fall.
This team.
Jalen's just one of those guys. He really, really impacts the game in just a variety of ways. Just some of those plays he makes on defense and his attacks, and he's got a good feel for the game, and he's been a very, very good rebounder, or at least getting his hands on balls. But even when you switch him, one of those last possessions near the end, he was on Huff and just giving Huff fits down there. So it's quite a luxury to have him and Emmanuel. Both those two have really, really are impacting us with their defensive intensity and physicality, and quite frankly, their size at the other guard spot. So that's really made a difference, I think.
How have you seen Graham and Braden grow together, especially this offseason?
They've been working incredibly hard. They've obviously been spending a ton of time on their three shots, but yeah, they got a good synergy together. They play well together. They connected on a couple nice high lows today. Even connected on a couple short passes inside, big to big. So I think you'll see a lot of that this year. And they're going to get a lot of touches and a lot of opportunities because I think they're the best tandem there is in college basketball.
For Braden and Jalen, obviously not on the floor last year, but in the program for a year, how helpful is that to get them up to speed and even them being returned?
No, I think it's super helpful. Just every program's got different terminology and even kind of expectations, from staff to staff on how to play and what they value. And they're around all that, obviously developing relationally with all the players that were here, and I think that's a huge advantage.
Mario's kind of been in and out, joining the Spanish national team. Has he still been able to adapt pretty well, pretty quick, considering he hasn't been here the whole time?
Yeah, no, I think he's learning. I think the thing with him, he's young, and it's different. It's just a different style of basketball, and so obviously that experience he had was amazing, and he performed really, really admirably well over there, and so he's going to have nights like tonight, and then he'll show out on the next time out. So he's going to be a very good player.
Time for a couple more.
Davis seems like quite the spark plug. A guy can come off the bench this
Yeah.
year. What do you like about his game and how he's fit in?
He's not afraid. He's physical. Again, the size at the wing is something that it is really showing out. He's in there mixing it up on the glass, and his length defensively can make up some ground if he happens to, get beat a little bit off the first dribble. And very, very good mid-range player. We've just been working hard on his three-point shot.
Emmanuel was kind of holding his hip.
I don't. My headband was a last minute thing. I just asked one of the managers if they had any extra ones, and sure enough they did. So I just decided to wear it tonight.
Yeah, I just wanted to get back to the headband. Simple as that.
Cornrows for you.
I just wanted to get back to the headband. Yeah, it doesn't feel right with the fur out. It's easier to maintain, lay down. Growth is superb when it's down like this. So yeah.
What did you guys make of just the kind of the depth and the balance across the board? The fact that it was such a close game at the end there, does it kind of show what you guys have, from 1 to 12 this year? Maybe for Braden Smith.
Yeah, no, I think the depth here this year is deep. In practice, every drill is competitive and down to the wire. So I think that was on display today, and it's very fortunate for us to have that. And we can go to anybody and feel comfortable with who's out there on the floor. So it was good.
Graham, he missed a lot of time with an injury a couple years back. See a guy like Steele, what he's been through and what he did out there tonight. What's your takeaway?
Man, before he walked out, like for the intros, I just gave him a big hug. Like, I'm just happy to have you back out here. Like, I know what it's like, and just to see the lights, the fans, and him back on the court, it just means so much because I know the journey that he's been through. Just to get back has been a tough one, but it's light at the end of the tunnel. And as you saw, we're gonna get a lot of threes from Steele, a lot of just great energy, high energy plays from the guy, and just winning basketball. We're glad to have him back.
Braden, Braden, for you, just
Which
being
one?
one of the new guys in the team to have that year redshirting and now to really be in here and have this stuff going. What's it feel like to really be on the court, see this action, see all
Yeah.
the fans too?
No, it was great. It was a long year, but I think I got out what I was looking to get out of it, and I'm very fortunate to be here and be able to play now, and I'm very excited for the season coming up.
Graham and Braden from both y'all, just the tandem that y'all had together last season, especially late, was so strong. And then Coach Few a minute ago saying that he thinks all the best in college basketball together. What do you think of that? What do you think that is sort of the big best you can accomplish this season together?
Yeah, I think the sky's the limit. It's not just a two-man show. It's top to bottom. I think you saw. I mean, Blue Squad won today, so there's that. But like it's top to bottom. It's a really fun squad, and yeah, I mean I said it out there, Graham's super easy to play with, but all these guys are super easy to play with. It's just it's a fun group.
I couldn't have said it any better, man.
Graham, I know a couple of you guys have kind of been in touch with Ty Long since he committed back in May. Just to see him here, what's that like, and what was kind of your message to him today?
Yeah, man, it feels great to have time back, or really here. He adds a piece to our team that we needed. He brings great energy, great effort, and he's really eager to play, like, with us and just learn the way that we play and have a great time. He's been smiling from ear to ear since he's been here, man, and we just trying to bring him on slowly but surely. Rome wasn't built in a day, but it was built, so we're building with him.
For Braden Smith, you and Jalen were kind of together last year, sitting and watching. How cool was it to have him out there with you tonight? And also Adam, a new guy in this program, and just playing off those wings. What was that like for you out there?
Yeah, no, it was great. Jalen played small ball 4 a lot tonight against Huff, and I thought he put up a really good fight. You could see his athleticism and his competitiveness, and so it was fun being out there with him tonight. And then obviously Adam hit a couple threes tonight, 3 of them, so having him to be able to space the floor for us makes it easier on us, and it's a lot of fun.
Along the same lines, did you spend much time with Steele last year? Both of you not able to play. Did you spend much time with him and see him get frustrated at all, or how did he work through it, I guess?
Yeah, I mean, before Jalen got here, it was Steele and I that were sitting out, and so we were able to work out together a lot and be around each other, and so it was cool just seeing him, come back slowly but surely, and now that he was able to be out there today and full go, it was super cool to see when you get to see a little bit behind the scenes of the work, so very, very happy for him.
B Huff, you have the 2 highest scoring Kraziness, I think, performances in
Damn.
history. 19 last year and 17 this year. Were you shooting for the 19 again, or were you aware of that?
I wasn't. No, I just kind of. I mean, 13's a lot of shots in 20 minutes, so maybe
18:55 actually.
What?
18:55.
19 minutes. Okay, so maybe it's not a lot of shots, but no, I mean, a lot of them were easy buckets where the guards were putting me in good positions, or Graham was finding me on the high-low passes. So a lot of those were layups. So can't take all the credit for that. They're finding me.
Graham or B. Huff, who's made the biggest jump physically, change from last year to this year?
I don't
Who's
know.
changed the body a little bit?
I don't know if one is in front of the other. We've both grown in such tremendous ways, but just different ways. I'm not sure how Braden grew, like in his body and whatnot. Like, sure, he's gotten stronger, but he can tell you more for himself. I feel more explosive. I feel more agile, and just more aware on the court. I feel like it's my first time really getting 3 years in a row with basketball in like so long. So everything's starting to come together.
Not you.
Yeah, along the same lines. Definitely feel stronger. Put in a lot of work with TK this summer and fall, so stronger, and then obviously more athletic too. Being on the court with Graham, got to be able to guard those guys on the perimeter better this year. So that was a big emphasis we kind of put into.
One more. Braden Smith, is there anything that shocked you about today, whether performance or intensity, or is that kind of just what all the practices and scrimmages the whole summer looked like too?
Yeah, no. What shocked me was the crowd, I guess, today. It was just cool being back out there for the last couple months. But as far as the play, like competitive, physical, so that wasn't shocking at all.